Good morning. On this week's episode of The Professor Helps, I want to talk to you about a wonderful woman who I discovered recently named Dr. Edith Eger. There has never been a person who is more aptly named than Dr. Edith Eger because she is an eager person. She is eager to tell you about her life. She is eager to tell you about the happiness and the positivity that she has to share. And I know the last thing you need in this world that we're currently in, a virtual school, remote school, screen, is one more person telling you what to do. So I'm not telling you what to do. I'm suggesting something to do. I myself, a couple of years ago, had a big disappointment. And when I had that big disappointment, it put me into a depression, and I was having a really difficult time getting myself out of it. The thing is that a lot of people believe that depression looks one particular way, and the truth is it manifests very differently in many people. So sometimes it could just be you have difficulty smiling, all the way to somebody who can't get out of bed, they can't put their shoes on, they can't take a shower, they can't find the energy to do the things that we do. And I didn't recognize it for what it was until much later. And something that pulled me out of it was having an attitude of gratitude. And this woman, Dr. Edith Eger, has an attitude of gratitude for the ages. She is a Holocaust survivor, and she just wrote a book called The Choice. And one of the things that she says that I really love is this quote, which is, "The only place where we can exercise our freedom is in the present." And I think that it's a really powerful quote. And right now, we are exercising lots of choices. We are deciding to wear a mask or not wear a mask. Personally, I feel that not wearing a mask is an exercise in stupidity, and I've made that clear on my videos before. Other people are choosing virtual school, remote school, no school, home school. There's just many things coming at you, lots and lots of choices. And I think that one of the things that helped me the most a couple of years ago was a friend of mine saying, find one thing every day to be grateful for. And I've started calling this my Edith moment. So every morning when I get up, I have my breakfast, I work on getting my breakfast ready for my husband and my child, and then I have my Edith moment, and I think about what is it that I am eager to be grateful for today, because Edith Eger is her name. And it can vary. And the thing that I have found about happiness and gratitude is that it multiplies. And when you have one feeling of gratitude, you think of something else that you're grateful for, and you think of something else that you're grateful for. And I know it's a challenge. I know that finding that thing to be grateful for is a challenge amidst COVID, murder hornets, systemic racism, all of the things that are happening in our world right now. And again, I invite you to look back at Edith's words, which are to be in the present and to find that freedom, to find that gratitude. And the thing is that you actually have to put on a attitude of gratitude. You may not be able to see it, but it is there. And I think that you absolutely want to feel your feelings. You absolutely want to be upset and frustrated, and you want to be angry about the vacation plans that got canceled or the wine trip that you don't get to take. There's a lot of different things to be upset about. And, take that breath. Take that moment and find your Edith moment. And I think that it's significant that Dr. Edith Eger is a Holocaust survivor. And it's really easy to say, well, my God, if she's a Holocaust survivor and she lived, of course, her level of gratitude is going to be greater than mine, who's going through, school choices for my kids, or, whether to work from home, et cetera. The truth is Dr. Eger herself talks about the fact that there's no sense in comparative suffering. And there's been a lot written about that subject too. Because somebody is upset about something, that's enough. None of us need to be in the comparison Olympics. My life is worse than yours. Your life is worse than mine. What does that get us? That doesn't get us anywhere. That has us constantly trying to one-up each other. For what reason? I'm more miserable than you? Let's sit in our misery together. It's like, I don't think that that's a good or healthy way for us to live. Certainly complain about the things that bother you. And remember always to come back to your center, which is the thing that you're grateful for. And the thing is it could be as simple as you found rockstar parking. The Zoom meeting that you tried to log into is working today. There are no problems with the logins for your kids. There's a lot of different things that we can be grateful for, and it's really easy to forget that in the hustle and bustle of what we're going through right now. So I'm going to invite you today in your day to find your Edith Eager moment. And if you find this helpful, this is the Professor Helps. It is a message that I do every week. And if you can go ahead and hit subscribe on your screen, and more importantly, share this with somebody you think might need a little bit of inspiration. The goal for me is to inspire, motivate, and sometimes frustrate you, because I know that in the midst of a million people telling you what to do, or self-help articles, or things that you can click on that tell you, this is what you need to do to get through this. This is what you need to do. Nobody has the answer. I personally think that attitude of gratitude is the thing that's going to get you through. And there are days when it is harder to put that hat on than others. I invite you to do it anyway. You're going to have to do hard things anyway. Go ahead and find that gratitude. Take that breath and find your Edith moment. And maybe it's not in the beginning of the day. Maybe it's towards the ends of the day when you have a little less energy. Maybe it's before you go to bed at night and you think about all the things that happened, and maybe you give yourself a little bit of a report card and say, you know, I did really well with this. This I could use some work on. And give yourself some grace. None of us have been through a global pandemic before. None of us know how to handle this. So again, put on your attitude of gratitude and walk into your day and find the ways in which you can be like Edith Eager. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the Professor signing off.